Hi everyone. In the last class, we learned about the role of accounting, the objective of accounting and all, and we learned what why we need accounting. So now we are going to see some basic accounting terms which the accountants are using or which we are using in the business concern. So first one is entity. So an entity is something that maintains an organizational structure that has its own goals, operations, assets, obligations, which is different from its owners. This is this separate legal entity, which we have learned in business studies as the one of the feature of business or a company. Okay, so that entity means every business organizations have a separate entity which is different from its owners. That just means the assets of the organization or assets of the business or company is different from the owner. So owners have no right or no authority in the assets of the organization. And the same way, the business organization or a company do not have any authority in the assets of or the personal assets of the owner. What is separate entity? Next one, transaction. It is an event. Okay, it is an event having a monetary impact or value on the financial statement of the business. So every event which have a monetary value. So example, purchase of goods, then payment to creditors, then incurring expenses, etc. Everywhere in all these transactions, money is incurred. Third point is assets. Assets are economic resources and of an enterprise that can be usefully expressed in monetary terms. I'll repeat. Assets are economic resources of an enterprise that can be usefully expressed in monetary terms. Monetary terms means money terms. The assets are resources that a company owns or control and can use to generate profit today and in the future. Example, own building, machinery, etc. Then comes liability. So liabilities are obligations or debt that an enterprise has to pay in future. They represent creditors' claim on the organization's or enterprise's assets. So the third party's claim on the company's asset is called liability. Example, purchase goods on credit, loans from bank, etc. Then comes capital. Amount invested by the owner in business or a firm is known as capital. It can be in the form of money or cash, then or asset by the owner, which we have seen in the example which I have given in the last slide or the last class. So capital is an obligation and claim on the assets of the business. So capital shown in the shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. Sales. Sales are total revenue from selling of goods or services to consumers. Sales may be cash sales or credit sales. The next one is revenue. Revenues are the amounts of the business earned by selling its products or providing services to customers. It is also called income. Example, sales revenue, commission, interest, rent received, etc. Next is expenses. Cost incurred by a business in the process of earning revenue are known as expenses. Expenses are measured by the cost of assets consumed or services used during an accounting period. Example, depreciation, then rent, wages, salaries, telephone charges, etc. Expenditure. Spending money or incurring a liability for some benefit, services, or property called expenditure. If the benefit of expenditure is exhausted within a year, it is treated as an expense or revenue expenditure. The benefit of an expenditure lasts for more than 1 year, it is treated as an asset or capital expenditure. Example, purchase of machinery, purchase of furniture, etc. Next one is profit. The excess of revenue of a period over its related expenses during an accounting period. That is called profit. It is the financial gain received when the revenue or income from business exceeds the expenses. Next is gain. A profit that arises from events or transactions which are incidental to business. So example, like a sale of fixed assets or winning a court case, then increase in the value of an asset, etc. That is called gain. Next is loss. The excess of expenses over its related revenue for a period is termed as loss. It also refers to money or money's worth which lost or cost incurred without receiving any benefit in return. It is also include loss on sale of fixed assets. Example, cash or goods lost in theft or fire accident, then loss on sale of building or machinery, etc. Next is discount. It is the deduction in the price of goods sold. That is called discount. So two types of discounts are there: trade discount and cash discount. So trade discount, offering deduction of agreed percentage at the time of selling of goods. This is generally offered by manufacturers to wholesalers and by wholesalers to retailers. Next is cash discount. It is the deduction at the time of payment of the amount payable. This acts as an incentive that encourages prompt payment by the debtors. Next is voucher. The documentary evidence in support of a transaction is known as voucher. Example, when we buy goods for cash, we get a cash memo or receipt. So next one, goods. Goods are the products in which the business unit is dealing. Example, in terms of which it is buying and selling or producing and selling, etc. For example, furniture dealer. So furniture dealer, for him, purchase of chairs and tables are goods because he is dealing in furnitures. The items that are purchased for use in the business are not called as goods. Example, for the stationery merchant, stationery is goods. Okay, for stationery merchant, stationery is goods, but furnitures are not goods. That is for the assets or fixed assets. Next, stock. Stock or inventory is a measure of something, on-hand goods or spares and other items in a business. It is also called stock in hand. In a trading concern, the stock on hand is the amount of goods unsold at the end of an accounting period. That is called closing stock. In a manufacturing company, closing stock includes raw materials, semi-finished goods, and finished goods on the end of an accounting period. And opening stock is the amount of stock at the beginning of the accounting period. Next is debtors. Debtors are persons or other entities who owe an account to an enterprise. Now, it is why they are owing such amount for buying goods and services on credit. The total amount outstanding against such persons or entities on the closing date is shown in the balance sheet as sundry debtors on the asset side. Next one is creditors. Creditors are persons or other entities to whom an amount have to be paid by an enterprise for providing the enterprise goods and services on credit. The total amount standing to the favor of such person or entities on the closing date shown in the balance sheet as sundry creditors on the liability side. And the last one is drawings. Withdrawal of money or goods by the owner from the business from personal use is known as drawings. So I'll repeat, when the owner is withdrawing or taking money or assets for his own use, it is known as drawings. It reduces the investments of owner in the business. Hope you understood the different terms of accounting. Thank you.